What's making your headlines for the special broadcast of Inside UL is that the University of Limpopo Athletics Club is represented by 14 runners at the COMRADES Marathon, including the 2012 winner Ludwig Mamabulo. We will be tracing their trail of preparations right from Tefluop. And also to look out for is what it takes to pace through thousands of other runners over hills and down slopes. These are some of the interesting stories for this special broadcast live from Durban in KwaZulu-Natal province, the home of the ultimate human race, COMRADES Marathon. Thank you for joining us. This is Inside UL News, COMRADES Marathon special broadcast, and I am Itmelin Dipela. Good day. The COMRADES Marathon, as most South Africans are aware, is held annually between Pietermaritzburg and Durban. Every year, the direction alternates between the cities, resulting in the up run and down run, with this year being a down run. The COMRADES route winds through the Valley of 1,000 Hills in South Africa's KwaZulu-Natal province. The COMRADES Marathon's launch sequence is breathtaking. The Chariots of Fire, Nkosi Sikeleli Africa, Shosholoza, and Max Trimbon's well-known cock crow. After all the pre-race rituals and festives are over, it's time to get down to business and slay the demons that the COMRADES Marathon route has in store for you. Over 21,000 runners, including over 1,500 international participants, will be pacing their lungs out to cross the finish line after 87 kilometers this year. It's quite dark at the start, and the streets are quite narrow, so they will be moving slowly through Pietermaritzburg. Our reporters Michelle Kamwendo and Malisela Zweleng are out on the streets of Durban, bringing us closer to the event. Upon arrival in Durban, the University of Limpopo team hit the road to acclimatize to the weather and get some leg stretch. Our sports reporter Malisela Zweleng is on the scene, talking to one of our elite runners and 2012 COMRADES Marathon winner, Ludwig Mamabulo. Let's go back to the streets.
Thank you, Itmilenius. We are in Durban for the 96th edition of the COMRADES Marathon that is going to take place this Sunday, the 11th of June 2023 here in Durban. Alongside me is one-time winner of the COMRADES Marathon, Ludwig Mamabulo. Ludwig, you have arrived in Durban with the team. What is the feeling? What is the team spirit?
Thank you very much for asking me that nice question. The spirit in the camp is very good and everybody is ready. We are really honored for what the University of Limpopo has done for us an athlete. For us on Sundays just to go there and get the required results.
As a reservoir of knowledge, what kind of influence or contribution are you looking to bring to the team of the University of Limpopo?
Obviously with the experience and in terms of the racing chart on the route, we'll be discussing that in no time, just to make sure that the athletes, they pace themselves from the onset, because remember, this is not a marathon, it's an ultra whereby you're running 90 km, so you need to know which times or which pace must you start and able to have a very good race, because some of the athletes, they just run and they bend themselves out even before halfway. So, but I think with the experience that I have and the knowledge, we will be able to do good on Sunday. Everybody is excited. They want to run times of which there is no pressure, but at the end of the day, they need to get certain medals, which is, for me, it shows that they have trained very well and they are willing to give their best, and then to make sure that the university will be recognized all over the world.
As we are close to the D-Day, how were the preparations been, like the challenges that you faced during the preparation?
Look, as an athlete, we do have nickels and everything, but so far the training has went well, and the athletes, like I said, the atmosphere is great on the team. That's the most important thing, and they are very happy and they are very grateful for what the university has done them from the day one when they know they're coming here. and even for university transporting them to get something for them to drink on the route, like carbolutins. They are very important issues, and everybody is positive, and they are really appreciate the help they get from the university.
You, as the winner of the COMRADES back in 2012, you are at it again. What is the feeling? What is going in your mind currently?
No, I'm very happy and excited, especially to don the university colors, which will be my first COMRADES marathon with the UL colors. I'm very excited and looking forward for the race on Sunday.
Before I let you go, what word or motivation can you take it to someone who want to join athletics, especially these young ones? What motivation can you give them?
No, the most important thing is that they need to love what they do, and secondly, they must have discipline. When I'm talking about discipline, they need to dedicate their time to what they want to achieve in life. It doesn't matter. If you want to be the journalist, you must learn to read. So if you want to be a runner, you just have firstly to motivate yourself, go out there, run almost every day. If things didn't go according to your plan, you mustn't shy and run away. So we just keep on pushing until we get the results.
Good luck with your COMRADES.
Thank you very much.
Well, Itumeleng, after interacting with Ludwig Mamabolo, I wish I was going to take part of this 96th edition of the COMRADES Marathon, but surely next year I will take part. Back to the studio.
Malisela also took you to the COMRADES Marathon Exhibition Center to show us around the race preparations and to speak with Paladi Poluso, who will be running in the senior category and is no stranger to the race. Let's go to the exhibition center. Malisela, what's going on there?
We are at the Durban Exhibition Center where COMRADES participants are getting accreditation prior to the big event that is going to happen on Sunday, the 11th of June, right there in the KwaZulu-Natal province. Alongside me is Puluso. Puluso, you're not coming here for the first time. Tell us, what do you feel being here again?
Lord, like you feel like a sharp for that COMRADES for marathon because the Gabriela Matsumogola Vidi, Logi took a job for Vilola Marathon, very hate, we are like coaching, wedding Kunchaka or na. For this year, Ganagabona, Pelena Gauffet, Christian Naguaga, was Fetanga Fete. Like I'm finishing on a couple of like 6 hours in 1 minute. Maybe this year I'm going to 5 hours something minutes.
Please tell us about working with the likes of Ludwig Mamabolo, who once won the COMRADES Marathon. What does it mean to you working with you?
No, like I'm level, like I'm going to coach you on a Gilagabana, Taganaviga, and the Mushamola Lomola, like a coach, I come from Kuchaka, and I got an hour, come for Sunday, the pigeon of Gao, like I'm going to send you a pigeon of Gao, and like Yamala of so Pagilagabana, Taganaviga.
Well, that was Puluso will be competing on Sunday at the COMRADES Marathon. Remember, it is the 96th edition of COMRADES Marathon that will be taking place.
That's our reporter, the Malisela, setting the tone of this year's edition, the 96th COMRADES Marathon at the Durban South Beach. Now that we have the sense of the occasion, it is all systems go for the ultimate human race. It takes hours of sweat and temptation to give up to get to this point. Days of intense training resulted in swollen feet. Months of zeal and tenacity, fueled by hope and running and running and running. This is precisely the amount of effort that the University of Limpopo runners have had to put in to reach this competitive level, an international stage, in fact. Let's take you back to the streets of Masielama in Ramamavulo, where our reporter Tsepo Mujagi tracks down for us the preparations towards this ultimate race.
Well, thank you so much, Itumeleng. As the 2023 COMRADES Marathon approaches, the athletes have been dedicated to their training to perform well in the 87-kilometer race that is scheduled to take place on the 11th of June this year in the KwaZulu-Natal province. As you can see behind me, today the athletes are undertaking their 10-kilometer run from the university to Ramailula as part of their preparations. This year, the University of Limpopo is proud to have 14 athletes participating in this year's Comrades Marathon. One of the notable athletes is Ludik Mama Bolong, who won the race in 2012 and has come back to represent his home province under the colors of the University of Limpopo. Also, another promising contender is Polosho Paladi, who finished 60th in last year's race and is expected to do well in this year's race. Well, this is where we pack it for now. Stay tuned as we will have interviews with some of these athletes at the finish line for their preparations ahead of this year's Comrades Marathon.
That's our reporter there, Tsepo. Thank you so much for that build-up moment. We are sure now of what it takes to qualify for the Comrades Marathon. Let's take a short break. We will return with more of the rolling coverage of the 96th Comrades Marathon taking place today here in Durban. We will also give an update of how to track the University of Limpopo runners. Stay tuned. Welcome back. To understand the routes better, Michelle and Malesela are still in the streets to give us some clue. But now let's take you to the starting line of this 96th edition of the Comrades Marathon, what is better tagged as the ultimate human race. Malesela Drilling files this report.
Thank you, Itimile. Once again, I'm at the Pietermaritzburg City Wall where the race just started as we saw 21,092 runners participating in the 96th edition of the Comrades Marathon in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Allow me to touch extensively on the history and the significance behind the building that is Pietermaritzburg City Wall. Itimile, this building was built around 1893 and it holds a global record of being the largest brick building in existence. It is now considered as a monument. Various exhibitions, concerts are being held here in the Pietermaritzburg City Wall, including the KwaZulu-Natal Philharmonic Orchestra. Just outside this Pietermaritzburg City Wall stands a 5.5 kg naval gun known as the 1 o'clock gun, for obvious reasons. That is for firing a shot every day at exactly 1 o'clock, with the exemption on Sunday. That's all we have for you. We'll keep you updating you as the Comrades Marathon is underway. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Malesela. You are still watching the Inside UL News special broadcast, and we are broadcasting from Durban to track down 14 runners who represent the University of Limpopo Beach. They'll begin their descent from Pietermaritzburg City Hall to Hollywood's Kingsmead Stadium. We discover that the path is quite different. You go up and down, and at times gravity becomes your best strategy. For the first update of the course, over to you, Michelle.
We are at our first landmark, which is the Polyshots. From the beginning of the race, it's quite cold, but as you approach this point, it is quite warm. Well, don't be tempted to take off your long sleeves, as this is the first downhill of the valley. And from this point, we will be led to the Omless Road, which is our highest peak of the course. Thank you.
That's Michelle inviting us to the actual routes at the different landmarks. Now we are crossing over to the next landmarks, and our reporter Malesela takes the baton and the relay continues through the hills. Malesela, where are you and what's going to happen?
Thank you, Itimile. I'm on the second third of the Comrades Marathon. Just before you get to Inchanga, there are just few down slopes at Campadan, Keto Ridge and Harrison. Inchanga is one of the tough climb of the Comrades Marathon, and it comes almost when you are on 40 kilometers course. But after the final third Comrades course is the Fields Hill, just located near Drymont, is the last challenging climb in the Comrades Marathon. Spanning over 3 kilometers, it poses a formidable challenge during the up run and encompasses a significant portion of the demanding road during the down run. The roads camber as to the difficulty, making the descent particularly demanding for the runners. from the live coverage of the Comrades Marathon here in Pietermaritzburg. You're watching Inside UL News. My name is William Morris. Back to you in studio.
There you have it, viewers. It is not just over 87 kilometers, but a route tricky to navigate and master. Thank you, Melisela, for the report. Moving right ahead, I am told our reporter Michelle has actually gone further to the finish line, and she's on standby to take us through the last laps of the race, or what you'd call a landmark. Michelle, I'm sure you must be very tired and feel like a comrade runner already. Where are you, and what is the most notable about the area?
After all the sweat, thirst and perseverance, this is where our 14 runners from the UL Athletics Club will end their race. Kingsmead Stadium. As you know, this is the 96th running edition of the legendary Comrades Marathon. 2012 winner Ludwig Mamabulo will be running for the first time in the University of Limpopo colors, as well as Pulusho Paladi and the rest of the runners. We're hoping, believing that one of them will bring the trophy home. Back to you in studio.
That's our reporter Michelle. Now, Ludwig Mamawulo, one of our runners, has now been inducted as one of the top 10 all-time fastest male Comrades down pace runners, finishing in 5 hours, 24 minutes and 5 seconds. These are the runners who have broken the 5-hour barrier and are considered elite. We are excited to see how the marathon goes later today. To track the University of Limpopo runners, visit www.comrades.com and click on the option of tracker and search for the University of Limpopo. We're going for a short break. When we return, we are speaking to our reporters who are at the start of the marathon for us to get a closer picture of what transpires there. I cannot imagine over 21,000 people in one place waiting for a gunshot to start. If you just joined us, this is a special Inside UL News broadcast from Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, the home of the COMRADES Marathon. We are providing rolling coverage as our 14 runners at the University of Limpopo compete for the fastest finish time ever since against over 21,000 other runners. We will keep track of the athletes from the University of Limpopo. Remember to go to the COMRADES Marathon website www.comrades.com and search for the club University of Limpopo to track the UL runners live. We wish them the best of luck. This brings us to the end of our special broadcast from Durban. Throughout the day, keep an eye out for live updates on our social media channels. From me, it's Milindipila and the rest of the Inside UL News team, Nisale Kahle.